Hello, everybody.
We are live. Two things that won't be happening this show. First of all, this show will not have an intro.
Number
Second
one,
of all,
got that out of the way pretty quick.
yep. Second of all, the show will not be on Facebook Live because we're still working out technical difficulties with that.
Got that out of the way right away.
Doesn't matter because if you're on Facebook Live right now, you don't give a shit because you're not looking at us.
One thing we will be doing is we'll be doing the show on Google Hangouts because that's what you're watching right now. Hello to all you schmoes out there. Welcome to another edition of a semi-useless show. Mr. James Mountain will not be making it today. He came down with a bad case of Zika, and that's probably not funny to some people, but it's just something that I had to say because I couldn't think of anything else, so excuse me. I don't have a Twitter, so you can't hate me on there, and I didn't tweet it out, so I probably won't get death threats. You'll have to watch the show, which means it'll be relevant. Yeah, that means the show's relevant. If you are mad at me, then I know people are watching. So anyways, hello, I'm the host. Off to a bad start with a lot of people probably, maybe hating me already. This is my schmo host, Sam.
Hello.
He's usually the schmo host. He's also my brother. We may or may not be joined by Jay, who is our cousin. I think we failed to mention that the regular host of the show, Jim, is also our cousin.
That's the reason he's not on the show. In case Jason wants to come on, it's still all cousins and brothers.
Yeah,
you gotta keep it that way because they're not cousins with each other, but both Jimmy and Jason are cousins with me and Bill here.
We're not cousins with each other.
So we had to make sure.
Get any weird thoughts.
So we kicked Jimmy off the show. It wasn't really Zika. We kicked him off the show because we needed to be an all-cousin show.
Yes. So, yeah, Jay may be coming on. We might be blowing it up too much. Jay might not be coming on.
Yeah.
But we'll see. So anyways, I want to get this thing started with the space story. Juno. That's like the top news. I guess it's called Juno. Just learned about it. The Juno spacecraft has successfully started orbiting Jupiter. Was launched 5 years ago to study the planets. The planet is studying the planets. It's studying the planets on the planets. So the point is just start the show.
Are you sure you're not from Jupiter?
I could be. That's how we say planets there.
Get more stupider.
Ha! He's a funny guy. What is composition? Anyways, studying I'm just reading what it said on the news.
Oh, it's like a composition notebook. You can pile them together into a notebook.
So they're studying the planet's notes, like its diary.
It's yeah.
Because if you're saying it's a composition notebook, then I guess they found Jupiter's diary. Anyways, Juno's spinning around like some big fucking metal robotic thing. They call it a probe. It's just spinning around this crusty ball they call Jupiter.
Probe?
It's a robotic probe.
Why do they call it a probe, though?
I don't know. It's as wide as a basketball court, so you know what's happening next.
Yeah.
You know what's happening next?
Someone's ass?
It's coming for Uranus.
Going to Uranus. There you go.
Yes. Uranus is next.
We're on a joke.
Yes. Jupiter is big, but Uranus is still huge. So watch out for the probe, everyone. You especially, Sam. So by this whole space-oriented show, I decided this week to do some useless facts. Would you like to make a fake fax machine sound while I...
Mine's not plugged in, so...
Oh, okay. Neither is mine.
Can't get the deep stuff. That'll do good. It's better than any sound effect anyway.
How's it going, everybody?
How you doing?
Got some semi-useless facts for you this week. Let's just say that all of them came in all at once before the show started. A 1. I got one piece of paper in there. I'll just re-edit it out and make it look like I didn't do that. Useless fact 1, no writing. Useless fact number 2. Useless fact, let me see how many do I got. 3. There we go. Don't need this anymore. I have my 3 useless facts that came in like this. Get the fuck out of here. How's it going?
What are you doing today? Are those facts coming?
Uranus is ready. Useless facts this week. Shut up, Elwood. Elwood! Shut up! This Elwood Shut Up is brought to you by Coca-Cola.
Oh, Jimmy is here.
Oh, yeah?
On your glass there.
Oh, I thought you meant Jimmy Neutron because of...
No. Not
That's
Jimmy
more like
Neutron,
science.
for Christ's
It's not
sake.
really space, is it? That's more like science, isn't it?
It's both.
So anyways, I got these useless science facts from Harma Planetarium, which it's not harmaplanetarium.com.
A mouthful.
Just write in Arma, and it's not spelled like the video game, and then Planetarium, and it'll probably bring you to this website that's got all kinds of cool shit. Giving credit to them because this is where I got my space facts from. Useless facts. This is a make 'em guess version, which means I'm going to have you play a game with it, Sam. You ready to play a game? Would you
Yes.
like to play a game?
I guess.
Okay. Useless fact number 1. The skin can peel off of an astronaut's what in space?
Ooh. Their anus?
It would be. You would say that. How would you know? How did you know that?
Is that really it?
No, it's their foot.
Oh, okay.
You know the reason why the skin peels off their foot?
Why is that?
Were you going to say something? Hey,
No.
You first.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I mean, because probably like everything else, they use skin so soft. No, what happens is they don't walk when they're in space. So they don't use their feet, and they're in microgravity or whatever the fuck. And they're floating around. Little gay cosmonauts. That's
Gotta be
Russian.
gay, huh?
Yeah, Russian gay astronauts or cosmonauts. So anyways, yes, they're gay. They wear rainbow-colored fucking space outfits. It's just that they're not walking and they're floating.
Yeah.
So I just think they're gay automatically. Even the dogs that they bring, they're gay too.
Do they usually bring dogs?
Yeah, they bring the last ones that they brought were Snoopy and Cradle Crumb. And Snoopy and Cradle Crumb went at it. They had little puppy dogs in space, and now their skin's peeling off their feet too.
The first mammals born in space.
First man dog?
I guess we could say it's the first any living thing born in space.
There you
So
go.
as far as we know, which I seriously doubt we're the only living things on the planet.
None of that happened.
I mean, in the universe. I know.
No, I mean like what I said.
You know what I find interesting? I know. I'm ready.
The dog part was true though.
They brought dogs up there?
No, I'm just kidding. Their skin does peel off their feet because they don't use
their feet. Yeah.
Yeah, so if they're gonna,
what's interesting is
what
that
do they do when they get back home? You know what I mean? Do they wear like special shoes or something? Or
what's interesting is that maybe it peels off like it's sunburn or something, so maybe it's not that bad.
Oh, and it just kind of peels off
But
like skin.
what's interesting is that
style.
your skin also comes off if you use your feet too much, like if you're in the Vietnam War.
Okay.
But that's the opposite. Like now you're using your feet too much.
All I remember
in
about
water.
the Vietnam War, which I wasn't in. No,
Well,
I
there was
wasn't there.
There was that thing where if you had your feet in water too long, it would just slide off the skin.
But what? Oh, but if you're using them too much, like walking and running.
Yeah, you're using them, which is putting them in water and sliding off the skin. Then if you don't use them, it still slides off. There's no happy medium.
The bad thing is you come back from Vietnam with no foot.
That's worse.
Or leg or arm in a lot of situations.
Hey, you can come back from space with no life, too.
That is true. Yes. Just ask Bubbles, the first monkey in space, or the first monkey to be raped by Michael Jackson. I don't know which one that is. I think that's Bubbles. There was a monkey named Bubbles, and bad things happened to him.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's number one.
All right. Pretty good.
Ready for useless fact number 2.
Yep. We're down. By the way, we just went from 4 zeros to about 0 during this useless fact.
What do you mean?
We had about 4 zeros and went down to 3. We started the useless facts with 4 viewers, and now we're down to 0.
You mean 0 viewers, and then we went down to 0 viewers some more?
No, we start with 4
We're
viewers.
like minus viewers now?
Yeah, we start with 4 viewers, and then once you start useless facts, it went down to 3.
We didn't
went
have
down
4
to 2.
viewers. Get it.
We did for a second. Then went down to 2, then 1, and then 0.
Fuck you guys. I mean, unless you're still here, then not fuck you.
Yeah.
Here's useless fact number 2. See if we can get some more viewers. If you could drive a car straight up to space, how long would it take?
10 minutes? You mean just to get out of the atmosphere?
Yeah. Well, no, like what they consider space. Yeah, because
Oh,
you're
yeah,
just
not 10
going to
minutes.
go
I'm
out of the
thinking
atmosphere.
of how high a plane goes. It's mile high. So
Is it
take
mile
even-
high?
The Mile High Club?
Is it? You want to know how long?
No, it's way past that, though. I'm still going to say 10 minutes.
Okay. It's 1 hour.
Okay. Yeah, it takes a spacecraft to get 10 minutes to get there, almost.
I mean, like, I could actually go to what? Like, I can go to space before I can go to St. Augustine from here.
Yeah. It's still not, I didn't expect it to be super long, honestly.
You know, what's funny is even if you could go to space in an hour, Sam, you still probably wouldn't get your license. That's the funniest thing.
License to,
Inside joke for everybody else.
license to,
No
I'm
viewers,
trying to think of some joke.
viewers. It's not viewers, so how could it be an inside joke? Useless fact number 3.
I always watch later. That's what everybody else does. They just watch for 10 minutes and say, okay, I don't feel like watching the rest of this.
That's why it doesn't matter. That's why I was shocked there's even any viewers at all. Wait a minute. Were we 2 of those 4?
No, it doesn't count us.
Okay.
So it's
Useless
0
fact
right
number.
now.
Speaking of 0, 3 above that is 3. You ready for this next fucking fact?
I guess so.
Here we go. What do the sooner we do this when the show's over we can play Battlefield. And I already said that, but I said that to you earlier. But
People do watch this later on YouTube.
I know. But they can watch me take a dump. For all I give a shit. So here's number 3. Love my viewers. But love my ninjas even more. What do astronauts wear or why? Why did I put what? Because I'm definitely not reading it off this. I mean, I have a computer, for fuck's sake. I'm reading it off the computer. Why do astronauts wear the same clothes for a few days straight?
Because they don't sweat.
That's actually pretty good.
But if they do sweat, I think that's the worst part.
But I asked, why do astronauts wear the same clothes for a few days straight? Because after a few days, they're gay. Remember what I said on the first fact? They're floating around all gay.
Yeah, but what's the real answer?
No, there's a real answer here. There's no laundromat, my cosmonaut.
Yeah, but they can bring extra clothes.
Well, yeah.
That's too much weight, though. That's
at the
extra
same
weight.
time, right. You don't want to bring way too many
I
clothes.
wear the same clothes like 3 days in a row.
So do I.
When you don't have to look good, it doesn't matter.
If I didn't have to wear clothes,
Like,
I
I wore
wouldn't
this
wear
shirt,
clothes.
I think I've wore the shirt like 3 times on the show recently. This exact shirt, and it hasn't been washed in that time.
the fucking when the weather's all right. First, let me tell you something. I'm making up for it this month because it's hot as fucking Florida here. So I'll go outside for an hour and work, and those clothes are drenched. And
Yeah, those stink.
I cannot wear those the same day because then you got dry sweat, re-stinking the next day.
Yeah,
that can't happen.
That does stink.
Nice, cool, semi, maybe dry, which you don't get too often in Florida. But if you don't sweat too much, you could use actually the same clothes 2 or 3 days later. This is just we could change the face of humanity. You know, I've upgraded in a couple ways. I started washing my hands because of Nicole. Started wearing underwear because Nicole told me to. It's just more sanitary, right? And then when I wear underwear, my ball sweat doesn't make it to where I can not use my shorts. I can use my shorts for 2 or 3 more days. So ball sweat fact for all you guys out there. You got ball sweat. Can't tell me you don't got ball sweat. And if you do,
armpit sweat too.
If you don't, then you must be an astronaut or something. So anyways, no laundry. So they don't what they said is they'll actually, when they do change their clothes though, because think about it, you got all those skin flakes and shit, right? You still here, Stan?
Oh yeah, I'm listening.
Oh, all you have to do is say yeah.
Yeah.
What are you paid for? That's what you paid for. And your payment is being my co-host.
Looking for all the money.
They change very carefully. I don't know why I did this. Like
nipple twisting,
nipple skin. Yeah, just they change their man's ears very carefully. They take their clothes off carefully because think of the skin flakes for 3 days. You need a coffee?
No, I'm fine. I'm really perked up and ready to listen more.
I'm actually watching you. Kofi was here. You need a Kofi? So there's so much skin flakes in the. I'm going to tell you there's so much skin flakes for about a half hour because I'm really trying to buy time. They take their clothes off very carefully because for the show. I guess we got another hour. I think.
That's up for an hour and a half.
What do people do now? What do people do now when, like, you
they
can
look at their smartwatches?
No, there's not enough smart people out there that have smartwatches. See, people are so smart now that they don't wear smartwatches. You wear a smartwatch, you're probably dumb.
They just do this.
We think you are. James Bond? Is Job going to come back from the dead?
What time is it?
Time to stop the show. No, but seriously, do you got the time?
The time is 7:58 p.m.
That's how people get the time now.
So anyway, if people start yawning, right? I'm going on to another little side thing here. Like with my stories. My stories are so bad and I talk for such a long time that I actually have people yawning while I'm talking to them. They don't even know they're doing it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, it's time to wrap up this story. I took 2 hours of their time.
What if they're just tired anyway, though?
They don't give a shit about what I do for a living or whatever. So it starts with a yawn, and then we don't have this anymore. You know, the little gradual, there was a time where people wore watches and you'll get a yawn, and then you'll notice the yawn, but you'll see the little, they might kind of do a little, and then it'll turn into, all right, I got to get going, that type of thing. So even though people have the time on their phone, you still don't see people gradually reaching into their pockets slowly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not like a pocket watch thing. With the pocket watch back in the day, it was probably not pretty cool because it was pretty standard. But to us, we'll watch an old school movie or something from the past, like that was set back in the whatever era.
You used to carry a pocket watch around, didn't you?
I did temporarily. Yes, I did. Yep, until I think battery died, and then I'm like, that's the end of that. It's like I'm a man from the old times. I don't know what a battery is. All I know is my pocket watch is supposed to work, and I'm supposed to go to the corner watchsmith, and he's supposed to take care of it, but there's no watchsmith.
So rewind it.
That's it. Oh yeah. What about the rewinding? Maybe it just did need to be rewound. But I didn't even do that with VHS tape, so why the fuck would I do it with a watch? Especially when you're yawning again. Do you like Yanni by any chance? Is that like your favorite band?
Yanni the Janitor?
Yanni the Yanitor.
Dexter's Lab.
So, anyways, they have to peel their clothes off carefully because they don't want to get poo-poo dust everywhere.
They don't want to peel their skin off with it, too.
That's what it is. And poo-poo dust.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, their skin flakes and poo-poo dust. Another product by Ren and Stimpy. For those of you that are younger than us, you don't know what Ren and Stimpy is.
Powdered poop man.
Yes, Ren and Stimpy. Ren and Stimpy's a cartoon, boys and girls. Just go watch it and shut up. Hang on a second.
Boys and girls.
A sip of Coke.
Teach your grandmother to suck eggs.
I'm not even nervous anymore. I just don't care. It's like, oh, I got to be the host. Fuck it. So, anyways, what about that speed run? Video game news. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, every all right, copyright infringement. We're doing it so well that we're gonna get a copyright notice if you don't stop. No copyright notice. All right. Anyway.
So, how about that speed run?
Yeah, every
Video game related speed run. Nah.
Yeah, there's a speed run event called Summer Games Done Quick. I plugged the last in January or whatever. I plugged it too. Every 6 months they have it.
That's a lot of plugging.
Yeah, it's a lot of plugging. I always plug it because I don't know. It's pretty fun to watch. Just go to Twitch.tv and it's always the highest video. If you see like Super Mario World as the most watched video game over like League of Legends and stuff, you know why? It's because of that event. That kind of stuff. And yeah, they're raising. I think I said this last time too. They're raising money for an organization called Medicine Sans Frontiers. If you're not familiar with them, the U.S. government blew up one of their hospitals in Afghanistan or something last year. So what you do is you donate to them, and then you pay your taxes, and then you blow them up.
You blow who up?
This charity. They
You
build
blow the whole shit.
They build hospitals, and you donate to them at the speedrun event for video games. And then you pay your taxes, and then you blow them up.
Yes.
Cousin Jay.
Hey.
Now,
what's
up? What's up?
This is Cousin Jay. So it's all. This is why we kicked Jimmy off the show, because we need to all be cousins.
Yeah, for my lame ass.
No, we kicked Jimmy off the show because we needed to be an all cousin show, and Jimmy's not your cousin, so.
Yep.
He's only our cousin.
Yep. It's blood only now. We're
exactly.
Blood.
Yes.
Yeah, but Jimmy was blood. It's just bad blood now.
Yeah.
Black blood.
Are you smoking a stogie?
I'm not smoking it. I'm just holding it.
Oh, you're just okay.
Yep.
It gets more viewers.
Why aren't you smoking it?
Yeah.
Right, because I'm a smoker and not a
smoke
smoker
up already.
at the same time.
Well, yeah. Hold on. How's the audio? My echo.
No echo.
Okay.
It's good.
Get on
Now
Squad Echo.
This is our
bag right now. I should probably put a hat on. Probably some glasses.
Yeah, Nicole came in and caught me holding it.
Oh. Holding it?
Tits.
That's my brown stick. So yeah, that speed run. Anything else on that speed run there?
No, I was gonna show a video of it, but it actually went offline right now.
What?
They're
You
setting
still
up
got my
something
picture,
else.
right?
Yeah.
Let me see if
Huh?
I can look crazy.
No, it's off. It's just they're doing maintenance for it. It's just a marathon, but then they'll go back to it.
Oh yeah, I broke my lamp.
I broke your lamp.
Here, I'm gonna move the mic so you might get a lot of bassy sounds. But there's a light right above my head,
Oh,
right where my chair is, and I stood up.
Doesn't
Yeah.
look broken.
that looks like it works. It still works.
Yeah, but it had a frame like this,
Oh,
Oh,
like a circular frame.
would you hit your head on it?
Yeah, I had and it had a glass piece in it, like a little dish-shaped piece, and it shattered all over the place. And
Oh,
now
yeah.
it's broke
Well,
because
And
my
you
tall
have-
ass cannot avoid hitting stuff that's fixed to the ceiling.
yeah. For those of you who don't know, he's like 8'11".
he's 10 feet tall. Not as
Yeah.
tall as this.
Yeah, I'm a freakish giant.
Sasquatch.
He's MC
That's
1000
about you, Mom.
Jesus.
So,
The reason why I said I don't think it's broken is because this is what my light looks like.
Oh, that's
Pretty
very
much the same,
that's
same
very
thing. Yeah.
that's very lampy of you.
I guess I do have the best lamp.
Ceiling paint job.
Here's
This is what the glamour. This is what it looks like
Mine.
behind the glamour shots background. A big pile of guitars.
there's mine. I guess I do have the best one.
Oh, that's a very nice fan you got there.
It's probably like
It's his biggest fan.
$20 fan or something. But it's still better than yours.
Oh my
I'm
god.
just starting to think, what if we all did the show in British accents? Do you think we'll get more viewers just because like more sophisticated?
Oh, you get the crumpets and tea. Crumpets and tea for me.
Definitely more viewers.
British accent for me.
Oh yeah, the lovely lady back there. She does a quite a lovely British accent. I'm quite good at it too, but
For someone that's from Norway.
oh, I'm just talking. Boom.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna roll me a J.
Do the rest of the show like that.
To do the rest of the show like walking. How?
Walking.
Now you're Christopher talking on the show.
Oh yeah, I'm Christopher talking from my coffin.
Christopher
That's called my
Coffin.
home.
Your funeral home, Christopher Coffin.
Well, what are we even doing here? It's just.
Uh,
We were supposed to be doing British accents that really went off the rails, but
How we go from British accents to Christopher Walken?
Christopher Coffin.
Oh, that's because of the wench back there. Okay.
Fucking color me or white you.
Nice.
Oh,
So, just in time, I got the metal song of the week. This is a new schmegment that I'm going to do. I have no soundboard and an itchy armpit.
that's you gotta have the itchy armpit to accompany the metal sound of the week, man.
So that's the name of the band, Itchy Armpit now.
Oh, really? Oh, I was about to say that's creative. That's almost
So-
open now. I'm not even interested now because it's not the band's not named Itchy Armpit.
It was Itchy Armpit. Yeah,
What is
I love it.
What is the band's name?
The band's name is Colonize the Rotting, and the song is Genesis of Putrescence.
Genesis
the-
Impressions?
Impressions.
Putrescence.
Pure Intrepids?
Yeah, what's that?
Mine's Intrepid? That's what it sounded like you said.
The Genesis of Putrescence. I almost make it sound elegant when I say it.
Yeah, it sounds like you're saying Dodge Intrepid.
putridness.
Basically putridness. It's like the epitome of putridness, I guess. By Colonize the Rotting. It's by Doctum Daemonium's YouTube channel. So I'm kind of like plugging the place where I saw it. So I figured I'd give the guy credit. It would help if I had a soundboard. Jimmy told me to download a soundboard 50 episodes ago, and I never did.
Oh.
And now I'm doing a metal song of the week segment for the first time, and I have no sound to show, which I wouldn't even know if I would be able to do it due to copyright. But anyways, as a plug for the band, that was the actual song, Genesis of Putrescence, and I don't know, it's kind of a little grindy, I would say. The album's a little grindy. Yeah, a lot of guttural stuff in it, and this song in particular I kind of liked. There's a part, the song is like, I think 5 minutes long or something like that, and like right in the middle somewhere. It just goes into some real interesting leads. Very, very heavy leads though. They're not really like there's not really lead oriented like high wheelie type of leads. They're kind of just in and out of there, but it was unique. It was kind of almost like a progressive, grindy type of sound, possibly.
Aggressive grindy. That's actually quite a good blend of texture of sound right there.
Yeah, it's not the whole album though. It's like I listened to almost the whole album, and a couple times I listened to almost the whole album again just before the show, and I didn't get to the end of the album both times because I was doing something else. I didn't get through the whole thing, but on that one, like 3 or 4 minutes in, it goes into something real interesting, and I could see that I did enjoy most of the CD. And I could imagine that if they had other CDs, with metal it's kind of weird because they could have been more technical before this album and then get less technical, or it could be a newer band. I don't know much about them. It could be a newer band, and then I'm just seeing what their progression possibly could be. They might get more technical as they progress. You know how some bands, it's like you'll listen to them and be like, oh, they already have 3 albums out, and the first 3 albums were actually better than the one you listened to.
Right.
Which happens with bands in general sometimes.
Depends on the band, really, like what their vision is
Mm-hmm.
as a band. I've
Yeah.
seen the complete opposite. They start off better, and then their direction just completely sells out or goes mainstream or simpler.
Like Green Day?
Oh, Green Day's not even on the radar as a band or a musician.
Their first album was pretty good.
Their first album was Dookie, and I literally mean Dookie.
Oh, so you think they got better?
Yes. No.
Interesting.
No.
Oh. Okay.
No. They're always bad in my opinion. But then again, I'm a metal elitist, so.
Yeah, they're not metal. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm talking about metal, not Green Day.
No.
From a neutral's perspective, probably most people now would probably say that they'd hate this entire show because of that comment. And I could give a shit because honestly, I loved Green Day when they first came out. The new Green Day could never top the old Green Day. So
Okay,
no matter how good they are as musicians now, when I first listened to them, I loved them. I mean, I just loved their sound.
Let me put things in perspective. Let me clear this up. I would much rather listen to old Green Day than current Green Day or like American Idiot era Green Day. Just yeah, it's
I don't
just
like any of that shit.
not good. That's the only way I can describe it. It's just not good.
Look at us, we're so political.
Yeah, and I don't know.
Opinions and good.
It's just like you start off
Still
as
sing along to it, obviously.
a bunch of potheads singing about fucking like masturbating to pass the time and stuff like that, and then they go to this political spew of crap, and it's just like, what happened to you, man? Like,
They really got political. Like I don't think they did sell out as much as they really did want to get political. But the thing is a lot of bands' perspective on politics are very delusional because as much as musicians, they tour everywhere, they do a lot of things, they party it up, they meet a lot of people, they're very social. They're still secluded in a way from the regular world, and from the regular working environment that people have to go through and realize on a county scale, like where you live, the importance of politics that pertains to each individual town. And they're all over the fucking place. So to be able to just hate on, and I don't even care if they do, I mean, they're entitled to their opinion or whatever, but, like with American Idiot or whatever it is, to particularly hate on a certain country because of certain things, it's like there's so much worse things out there. And I think that when you do make a song that's anti the country that you're talking about, you're really selling to that country at the same time. It's kind of fucked up. I mean, it's like it's meant for us.
Country, when you're a famous musician, you're actually promoting them, like because you're bringing this country to all of these people's awareness. By the way,
you actually love the country. That's why.
Is this stream being monitored by the DEA by any chance?
I don't care.
No, but it is on Google and stuff. So
what's the DEA?
We live in Washington, so it's legal.
I'm just
okay. This is our friend from Washington, or Colorado.
Or not in this country where it's legal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Washington, washing
We'll
a
just
ton
go
of
with that.
marijuana on our shores,
What's
up onto our shores.
God, I wish you could smell the weed through my weed. I mean, I wish you could smell the tobacco through my webcam.
such dank tobacco?
Yeah. The hippie lettuce, you know.
Very dank tobacco.
I can't believe I can smell your farts, though.
You can smell my farts from quite a distance.
Jesus!
All the way from Washington.
Wait, what does Jesus have to do with this?
Where?
Oh, God. All right, we're getting off track here. Okay, bans and advertising countries, how they speak negatively about anything really, and yet at the same time they promote it because they're famous musicians and their listeners are going to obviously listen. That's why they're listeners to begin with. And
The United States is so marketable that whether people have already made a living on it or not, by bashing it, you can make money. That's how fucking marketable it is. That's how successful you can be in America. You could make your money in America and the UK as an artist. You could become famous, tour the whole world, make your money, come back again when your career is going downhill as a musician, and just totally bash the fucking country and make money off of it because the United States is a big product of the whole world. We're such a big product and we're hated so much in some places, loved in other places, that no matter what you do to us, you can make money off of us. You know? So that's, and when I say us, I'm saying like the whole United States as a whole, as if it's a fucking product.
all of our jobs went overseas. And it's not only that, the music industry itself these days is basically a metaphorical version of a Save-A-Lot. It's filled with generic crap.
Mhm.
Just whatever people want to hear the most instead of trying something new.
Generic crap. There's nothing new left.
Yep.
You really have to dig for it, and that's why Colonize the Rotting, Genesis of Putrescence. No,
Is it a deep digger?
no, it's actually it's not really because well, I mean, I would say it is because before I subscribe to any metal channels, and you're probably the same way, and a lot of people probably are with music in general on YouTube, just with music in general. Before I subscribed to any metal channels, before I even thought about it, I literally would be up from, I don't know, sometimes from 10 till 2 in the morning. You know what I mean? Like I've actually, yeah, I've spent 4 hours just looking up metal stuff before. I'll be like, my eyes will be bleeding, and I still wouldn't find any metal that I liked. And I was looking for any kind that caught my interest, any kind of music too. At that point in time, I'd hit a dead end and get into metal and some weird fucking. Somehow I'm into some sort of dance metal bullshit. It goes to like a dead end, and you got to back
Disco
up.
metal.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like just insane, even to the point that where other people comment on the video, they're like, "Oh, I'm in the dark part of YouTube again." It's like I just spent hours going through the dark part of YouTube. This shit ain't dark, you know. It's just not something that I like. And then I'll go backwards and backtrack and not find anything. So technically, for the subscriptions that I made, for me to subscribe, I really have to like their choosing of metal. So I don't even know. Actually, I don't even know if I subscribe to this guy's channel. This is just one. Has he proven to me yet? Not that he has to, but has he proven to me yet that he has my taste? I'm not saying good taste in metal. My taste, something that I'm interested in. This could be just a one-off, and you know, you guys could listen to it and be like, "This is total garbage." You know what I mean? You might not like it. I mean, it's all personal interest. But as far as like grindy type of metal, you usually hear the same thing over and over again, and these guys had a little, I can't really describe it, but they had a little bit of a difference to them that actually caught my ear, and that's hard to do because usually I skip over pretty much the same kind of, you know, and it's not super progressive, like, what am I talking, technical. It's not super technical, but I could see their, I already said that before, but I could see their, they could progress, you know,
Right.
from here. or I might forget about them completely. Who knows? But yeah, there's a few metal channels I subscribe to only because they definitely post some good ones.
That's
And
that's the big thing too. I think is that YouTube's going to help at least. I mean, there's so much crap on YouTube too, but I think that'll help a lot with getting rid of generic stuff because you can just find someone that's not trying to appeal to everybody and just put their stuff on YouTube
it's
and you
what
find
they
them.
like. And
The
you don't
thing
get
is, though, that crap gets overlooked. There's
I know.
so many good musicians on YouTube, solo artists, bands,
Mm-hmm.
people that just record, you know.
They deserve more credit and they don't get it.
And they get no views
Yeah.
because the
I'm,
marketing scheme of YouTube is for people that what's buzzing right now.
yeah.
And it's really not fair because there are some genuinely really talented musicians, artists, anything on YouTube, and they just get overlooked.
Yeah.
Because they don't have a logo stamped all over it that says, hey, we got a label, that means we're good. But it's not really what it's all about. It's about being a musician and
Clickbait stuff. Yeah.
extracting the art out of the music and putting it into your speakers. And that's what it's about. And it's just sad where the way it's going. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's just sad. You know, it's
Yeah.
a lot of people try to just get people to hear what they have to share with the world as far as their music goes, and it's just not happening for them because everybody's more focused on digital beats and music and auto-tune and stuff. I mean, if you like that, that's your thing. That by all means, you know, do what you like, but it's just not fair to the other musicians that are out there because they're not mainstream. They don't get showcased. It's
Right.
basically
The closest thing they get from for showcasing is if they're smart enough, and it's very easy, so I shouldn't say smart enough, but some people that may have subscribed to channels of people that...
put on my headphones just so I match everybody.
Yeah, you're not echoing or
I
anything.
think I've ever wore these actually. Wow, that I have a tall head. Okay.
You put your headphones on, you broke the lamp again.
What? What?
What?
What did you say?
Earplugs. Sure those aren't
All
earbuds.
right, I guess we're talking too much about this stuff. I got some more stuff for you guys.
Sure.
I got this week's dun 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 dun.
All right, cut it short. We're gonna get copyright infringement.
Has nothing to
This
do.
is semi-pointless. This is educational shit.
There's no video game stuff. That was not my intent with the Mario theme song. It's actually the top 3 worst tweets ever for this week.
Really?
Weeks. Yes.
Interesting.
Which does not mean that happened this week. It's just the 3 that I saw.
This is the first time you ever did this segment. It sounds like we do it every week, but
I do actually, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted it to be like, and that's why I had a Mario theme
This
song.
is the first
I
time
didn't
we've
have
done
a theme- Yeah, there's no theme song, and I don't have, once again, the production
soundboard.
Exactly, the digital soundboard. So this is actually from the Worldwide Interweb. Like, that's the actual website name. It sounds like I'm making it up.
That's the actual website name is the Worldwide Interweb.
That's what it said. I mean, I'm looking, I'm
That's
like,
genius.
yeah, I said I have to give these guys credit, and I look, I'm like, the Worldwide Interweb. It sounds like it's made up. It sounds like what somebody would say, like, yeah, I got it off the internet, so this is from the Worldwide Interweb. I made this shit up. But no, I did not. Which makes it actually, that actually kind of makes it to where it's less genius, I guess. Like, there's no genius scale to it. I cut and pasted this shit. So here's the top 3 cut and pasted this week's worst treats.
Treats.
Depending
Yes,
on your
it's got to be a treat. I
Yes.
mean, it's the top 3. It's a treat.
If you're a dog, here comes your treat. So you got 3 treats. Woof woof. So
Yeah.
anyway, from the Worldwide Interweb comes the top 3. There was a tweet that said, "R.I.P." Sam, do you have the picture? Don't put it up yet.
I'll
Put
get it
up
ready.
yet. All right. Yeah, because this is number 3. Number 1 is the best one. But just let me know when you got it, and then and I'll tell you to post it up
All
there.
right, I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Here's the tweet. R.I.P. Rodney King. And this is what they tweeted.
What? What? Oh, that's just like blasphemy right there. Rodney King?
And it was a black girl, too. It's like, R.I.P. I swear to God. R.I.P. Rodney King, and then her stupid avatar there, and then she posts this pic.
Wow.
Either that or she responded to somebody who's posted that pic.
Just when I thought I couldn't handle any more stupidity today.
You mean after the show?
Yeah.
No, like this is the most educational part of my day so far.
Me too, actually. You know.
Oh, Christ. So that's number 3. It seems like it should be number 1 because it's pretty bad.
That's pretty bad.
But it's just the number 1. It's just real bad. All right, so that's that one.
It's actually cringeworthy, like.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so bad. Also, BB King is the squirrel hunting champ of Edgewater, Florida. There's a white guy named BB King who is the squirrel hunting champ of Edgewater, Florida.
Thanks.
It's not real, though, right? Or they just made it
No,
up?
I totally made that up.
All right, are you
Instead of Rip Rodney King, how about Rip headphone users?
Why? Because of my shitty joke?
No, because you swallowed the mic like 2 seconds ago.
Yeah. The squirrel hunting champ of Edgewater, Florida.
Actually, it's not that bad in my headphones.
Yeah. Did that give you guys
Ear cancer?
Did you guys give you half a stock? Because like when I get really close in that microphone.
Gave me what syndrome?
Hey, how you doing? So anyway,
Second tweet, yeah.
What is this? 8:28. We got 2 minutes to end the show.
No.
When people,
Don't
when do
limit.
we end? When do we end?
Wait, the
this?
show's almost over?
No, we can end whatever we want.
Shitty
Oh,
Aftermath?
do we do commercial breaks?
Finish your tweets up. Oh, you were listening to a semi-useless show. We do it every Tuesday. Jimmy's supposed to say that once in a while. He's not here, though. We do it every Tuesday at 7:30. Sometimes we're on Facebook Live. We're not on Facebook Live today because I was too lazy to set it up.
Yes.
But we're on YouTube. So just go to YouTube. You're already on YouTube if you're watching this.
Everybody wants to do it.
Nope.
7:30.
Oh,
Do it.
There we go.
All right, what's your second tweet there?
yeah, it was the top
Sugar
3.
Daddy?
You only did 1.
Yeah, damn it, get it over with.
Top
Yeah, come on,
3.
get it out,
Number
boy.
2. Number 2, the top 3 this week's top 3 worst tweets ever from the worldwide interweb is: when people are cremated, how do we know it doesn't hurt? We don't know.
Wow.
And so now all I can think of is great. Now we can't even offend dead people.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Wait, I thought you couldn't offend the dead people because, the biological fact that they're dead.
Exactly. So why would she be? It's like she's trying to defend them. When people are cremated, how do we know it doesn't hurt? We don't know.
So what's she trying to say? Bury people instead?
No, they're just. I
But
think
they
what they're
suffocate
saying
now.
is
Damn it.
we need to really look into it and make sure that they're not being hurt while they're
Yeah, and we
being
chop down
burned
trees, we know
alive.
the trees hurt. Or we step on grass, we know if the grass hurts.
This is the only thing. This is
We
the
don't know
only thing
if
I can
chickens
think
are
of.
still hurting when we eat them.
Every day that goes by, life itself is starting to become more and more like idiocracy.
Yes.
Yeah, it really is.
Idiocracy. We gotta make sure the dead corpses don't feel any pain.
Water, even though it's still from the toilet?
Brian knows there's
That's electrolytes. You know what's funny is as soon as the movie came out, I started hearing the word electrolytes a lot more, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, it's got electrolytes, and I started actually hearing this guy, electrolytes, it's actually non-ironically.
It was
Yeah,
just
I know,
way
it's
too
like-
ahead of its time.
Yep.
It's like, well, why do the plants need electrolytes? Because it's what they crave,
Yeah.
man.
For those
don't
of you
think
that
it's not
don't know
bad.
what we're talking about, there's a movie called Idiocracy that
You
Mike
should have
Judge
watched
made.
it by now.
Completely, yeah. unless you're just too fucking stupid to watch it and the movie actually came to fruition.
All right,
Yeah.
all right, all right. Here's an indicator. This is how you find out you're dumb. If you watch Idiocracy and you thought it was brilliant, then you're smart.
Exactly.
Because it's the truth.
There you go.
If you thought it was dumb, you're stupid.
Yeah.
So there you
Exactly.
have it. When people are cremated, how do we know it doesn't hurt? We don't know. So we can't even fucking offend dead people. The only thing I could think of is hashtag Dead Lives Matter.
Dead lives.
It's like the only thing I could think of. It's
I
like,
mean, crab lives matter too. I know.
Yeah, crab lives matter.
Yeah.
but you have to like if you're gonna tweet something like that, then it might as well just be hashtag Dead Lives Matter. You know, and then think about that. And if you think that's smart, then roll with it. You know,
Do you think Grateful Dead fans would get offended by that?
Dead Lives Matter.
I mean, they're
No,
dead
they just
fans.
won't. They're just too fucking lazy to tweet. They're too smoking too much.
Yeah, they don't even have computers. What am I talking about?
They're rolling with the dead. Yeah, I mean they're touring. It's like
Most of
15-year-old
them
kid
are
running.
dead. The real ones are probably dead.
Here's a headline of a Grateful Dead fan. 15-year-old kid goes missing, and then he joins the dead, and then he shows up 35 years later at his mom's porch looking for money. Finally, it's like, and that's a true story too. There was a kid that actually went
That's
missing.
an autobiography.
Yeah, this actually that shit really actually happened. Somebody actually
Did
did.
it just happen? The Mexican guy or something?
I don't know if it was Cheech. I don't know if it was Chong.
He's brown. He's darker skinned, so I'm just gonna say Mexican.
Okay. Did you say Mexican?
Mexican.
Huh. Yeah, but he was
That was
rolling with the
kinda
dead.
funny.
I think you're thinking Day of the Dead. Not the zombie shit. Day of the actual Day of the Dead.
Oh, the Mexican thing?
Yeah, you might be
Yeah.
thinking Day of the Dead.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
All right,
Yeah.
let's fast forward to number 3.
Yeah, let's do number 3 already.
Well, technically, guys, if you were listening, it's number 1 because it was top.
Well, number
three.
1, whatever, the third one.
Sorry,
Just
the one
fast
in the middle
forward.
confused you.
Do the
I'm
worst
so
one
sorry.
already.
Hey,
The worst
you
one
offended me because you've confused me.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute. Did you say the worst one? Because it's the best one. Because it's number 1.
The best worst one.
You started at 1.
I started at 3. I said 3. Top 3.
No,
and
you
I said
started
number
at
3.
1. You said number 1.
I believe that. I may have said the first one, which is number 3.
What's number 3 or 1?
What's number 3-1?
I don't know. I have to decide what I want it to be first. Let's see here. Number 1. You guys ready for this?
Yep.
Yep.
No, you're not. Kurt
I now
Cobain.
look ready. I'm not
Oh
ready
boy,
enough
Kurt
for you.
Cobain.
Oh, here
You're
comes
offended me.
the.
I'm not ready enough for you.
What is this?
What did Kurt
Throwing
Cobain
bows.
tweet?
Are you checking the time or throwing bows, Sam? What is this?
You know, your like lighting is like flickering on and off like crazy.
Who, me?
No, Billy's when he was doing the elbow thing.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, it does, kind of.
It kind of like phases in and out.
Okay, here we go. Number 1.
Yeah, what did Kurt Cobain tweet?
Kurt Cobain,
From the
you
dead.
were listening. Holy shit, you were listening. Related to Day of the Dead. Not at all. Just dead people in general.
Yeah.
Kurt
he's like-
Cobain, is that the guy from Glee?
Oh, someone tweeted that. The Kurt Cobain's the guy from Glee.
Yeah, that, to be exact, it's Kurt Cobain. Is that the guy? That's the guy from Glee, right?
He's pretty bad. That one's
That's
pretty
what
bad.
That's what they tweeted.
Yeah. I think the BB King. I don't know if the BB King thing is worse. I already forgot your
I
middle
don't know
one.
how funny that one is because I don't watch Glee to see if the guy actually kind of looks like Kurt Cobain. So it might actually be funny.
I don't know. I doubt it.
Maybe they're just getting like a name mixed up. Maybe there's like a
You know, if I watched Workaholics and I was like, oh, is that the guy that's Weird Al? Then I'd be like,
weird.
He looks more like Murderface. That guy with the freaking Gillette.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
bro.
yeah.
He's definitely Murderface. See, that guy reminds me of Murderface every time I see him.
It's that mustache.
Well, it's the hair too. It's all poofed out like Murderface. Like if you put like a vest and a dark gray shirt on, you got a bass player.
Nice. He can play the bass with his cock.
Yes.
This cock check is brought to you by Semi Useless Show, 7:30 Tuesdays. we're gonna cut this thing short. Too late. Make a long story short, too late. If Jimmy's watching, I'm sorry it went on so long, and I'm sorry it was so bad. Enjoy yourself in Kentucky. I think that's
Kentucky.
where did he go? Kentucky?
I don't know. I don't even know he left.
I heard he went to there was a transvestite show there, and it was in Kentucky.
Oh, I get it.
Transvestite show, Kentucky, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, see, they tucked their penis.